Did you know that the sale of Coke is prohibited in North Korea? Or did you know that the price of Coke remained at 5 cents for 70 years? Stay tuned until the end so you don't miss out on any facts. And hit that subscribe button so you never miss videos like this. Fact 1. Hidden formula. The recipe for today's Coca-Cola is kept in a secure place in Atlanta's world of Coca-Cola. Only 2 employees know the real formula, and they're not permitted to go on trips together. Fact 2. Same price. Since its introduction, until the atomic age, a glass of Coke always cost 5 cents. Considering all the changes the country experienced in that period, it's quite an impressive accomplishment. Fact 3. The logo. Back in the late 1880s, if you looked at Coke's logo, you'd notice the writing style called Spencerian script. This was the main way people wrote formally for things like invitations, business letters, and such before typewriters became widespread. Fact 4. Cocoa Pod. In 1915, the folks at Indiana's Root Glass Company were asked to design a distinctive bottle for Coca-Cola. Instead of sticking to the obvious, they got inspired by Cocoa Pods. This unique bottle shape, known as the contour bottle, became the standard in 1920. Fact 5. Sponsor of the Olympics. Coca-Cola has been sponsoring the Olympics since 1928, when it became the first brand to do so. Fact 6. Coca-Cola cans. In the 1950s, Coca-Cola big shots decided to catch up with modern canning tech. They started working on prototype Coke cans in 1955, mainly for the military stationed abroad. Fact 7. Gastric phytobazors. Got a stomach blockage called gastric phytobazor? Grab a Coke! Studies say it can help clear up that indigestible mass in your digestive system. Fact 8. Coca-Cola and space. Coke made history as the first diet soda in space during its third journey in February 1995 on the Space Shuttle Discovery. Fact 9. Coke employees. In 2007, a former secretary at Coca-Cola, Joy Williams, got an 8-year prison sentence for attempting to sell company secrets to their rival, Pepsi. Fact 10. Coke is prohibited in North Korea. As of 2023, Cuba and North Korea are the only countries where Coca-Cola doesn't have an official presence. However, they noted that North Korea has plenty of knockoff versions of Coke available. Fact 11. Where it was invented. According to official records, John Pemberton is credited with creating Coca-Cola in Georgia in 1886. However, a distillery south of Valencia in Spain has insisted for a while that the iconic soda was actually born there. Fact 12. McDonald's Coca-Cola. The Coca-Cola you get at McDonald's just tastes way better than in other places. Unlike most places that keep their syrup in bags, McDonald's stores their Coca-Cola syrup in stainless steel containers, keeping it safe from light, air, and anything that might affect its quality. Fact 13. Alternative to morphine. After getting hurt in the Civil War, ex-Confederate Colonel John Pemberton got hooked on morphine. Trying to find a substitute without opium, he created a prototype for Coca-Cola's recipe at his drugstore in Columbus, Georgia. He called it a brain tonic and intellectual beverage. Fact 14. Other beverages. Did you know Coca-Cola also owns Minute Maid, Dasani, and Powerade? And what about Simply Orange and Glaceau Vitamin Water, Mellow Yellow, and Fuse? The company owns a lot of other beverages you didn't know about. Fact 15. Diet Coke and Coke Zero. Coca-Cola wasn't happy with just Diet Coke, so they came up with Coke Zero. Despite people liking both, hardly anyone seems to know the difference. Fact 16. Why the logo color is red. Back in the 19th century, since alcohol had high taxes, Coca-Cola wanted to avoid those taxes for its non-alcoholic drink. That's why they made their logo red. Fact 17. Six-pack. Even though we associate six-pack with beer today, it was initially a way to buy and carry multiple Coke bottles. Coca-Cola claims they came up with a six-pack in 1923. Fact 18. Coca-Cola and Santa. When you think of Santa as a chubby, bearded guy in red, give a nod to Coca-Cola. In 1931, they hired Haddon Sundblom to paint Santa with Coke bottles, and according to Coca-Cola, those pictures played a role in shaping the modern version of St. Nick. Fact 19. First product on Time magazine. In 1950, Time magazine had a cover illustration where the Earth was sipping from a Coke bottle. It was a cool way to highlight how widespread Coke's popularity had become. Fact 20. Coke wanted to replace morning coffees. In the late 1980s, Coca-Cola encouraged people to swap their morning coffee for a Coke through their Coke in the Morning campaign. Fact 21. Coke's myth. But let's set the record straight. The idea that Coke can eat away a tooth or dissolve a housefly overnight is just a made-up story, not the real deal. Fact 22. The story behind White Coke. Russian General Georgy Zhukov, a veteran of World War I and II, loved Coca-Cola. To keep it low-key, he asked the company for a discreet version. Coca-Cola made a white Coke in clear bottles just for him. Fact 23. World Consumer of Coke. According to a 2013 PDF on Coca-Cola's website, Mexico tops the charts for Coke consumption. On average, people in Mexico gulp down 745 servings of Coke per year. Fact 24. Coca-Cola invented coupons. Coca-Cola gained popularity in the late 1800s, partly because of tickets that you could exchange for free drinks. Think of them like the coupons people use nowadays. Fact 25. Fortune 500. The Fortune 500 is a yearly list from Fortune magazine that ranks the top 500 companies by their total revenue. In 2022, Coca-Cola holds the 100th spot with a revenue of $31 billion. Fact 26. Coca-Cola's typography is trademarked. You won't find other logos using the Coca-Cola font by chance. Back in 1893, the company officially registered the trademark for the Spencerian script with the U.S. Patent Office. Fact 27. Advertising. Coca-Cola splashes around $900 million on advertising just in the U.S. And globally, they go all in with a whopping $4 billion on advertising every year. Fact 28. Cokes in recipes. Cola chicken and Coca-Cola cake are well-liked dishes. The cake is like a rich chocolate cake, but it gets a sweet kick from adding Coca-Cola to the mix. Fact 29. Coke Magic Cans. Coke's Magic Cans weren't really magical. In this strange 1990 promotion, they sold cans that didn't have soda inside. The idea was to have some cans filled with cash or coupons instead of Coke as part of a special promotion by the company. Fact 30. Second most understood team. The most recognized words globally are OK and Coca-Cola. In 1993, the company tried out a new soda called OK Soda to have a hand in both of these widely known terms. Fact 31. Coke in religious services. Informally dubbed the Coca-Cola Church, St. John the Baptist incorporates Coke in its religious ceremonies. Fact 32. Coca-Cola entering Chinese market. When Coca-Cola wanted to bring their drink to China, they needed a name that worked in various dialects. They initially went with Coca-Cola, which sounds similar, but in some dialects it translates to bite the wax tadpole or female horse stuffed with wax. Fact 33. The name Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola got its name from the main stuff it's made of, the cocoa leaf and the cola nut. Fact 34. 16 flavors. Coca-Cola has had at least 16 flavors since its creation. Not all flavors are available worldwide, and some of them are not in circulation anymore. Fact 35. The perfect temperature. Coca-Cola found the ideal serving temperature for the drink, between 1 degree Celsius and 3.3 degrees Celsius, or 34 to 38 degrees Fahrenheit. In 1919, they even sent salespeople to make sure new retailers followed these standards. Fact 36. Vanilla. Coca-Cola Vanilla is a vanilla-flavored Coke introduced in 2002. Many say it's one of the tastiest Coca-Cola variations. Fact 37. Lemon version. Coca-Cola with lemon hit the shelves in the US in 2001 because people wanted it, and also to compete with Pepsi Twist. Fact 38. Coca-Cola Light Sango. In France, since 2005, Coca-Cola Light Singo has a unique flavor. Its name, based on the French word sing, meaning blood, reflects its blood orange taste and color. Fact 39. 5 grams of fiber. Because of Japan's focus on healthy eating, Coca-Cola made Coca-Cola Plus for them. It also offers 5 grams of dietary fiber, which they claim helps reduce fat absorption from food. Fact 40. Dasani. Dasani is Coca-Cola's bottled water. Seeing Pepsi's success with Aquafina, Coca-Cola didn't want to be left behind in the bottled water market. Fact 41. World's most valuable brands. Coke products are now available in over 200 countries. Also, according to Interbrand's Best Global Brand, the company ranks among the most valuable brands globally, alongside tech giants like Apple and Google. Fact 42. Coke and Shazam! In 2015, Coca-Cola made ads where you could use Shazam to snag free Coke Zeros from nearby stores. Fact 43. Market capitalization. As of 2024, Coca-Cola has a market capitalization of $261.81 billion. Fact 44. Bug repellent. Bugs like sugar, and you can use that to your advantage. Placing a Coke a bit away from where you're eating might attract the bugs to the soda instead of bothering you. Fact 45. Largest shareholder. Berkshire Hathaway owns the largest chunk of Coca-Cola, holding 9.21% of the company. Fact 46. Warren Buffett and Coca-Cola. Warren Buffett, an American businessman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, made a big move in 1988. He decided to purchase over $1 billion worth of Coca-Cola shares, which was about 6.2% of the Coca-Cola company. Fact 47. 1.9 billion drinks. Every day, Coca-Cola sells a whopping 1.9 billion bottles of soda. That's about 3.1% of all the drinks people have worldwide. Fact 48. Grease on clothing. Coke has something called phosphoric acid, and it can actually help get rid of grease on clothes. If you add a can of Coke to your laundry, along with the regular detergent, it does a pretty good job at removing grease stains. Fact 49. Aluminum. A lot of Coca-Cola drinks come in aluminum cans. In fact, the Coca-Cola Company uses more than 17% of all the aluminum made in the United States. Fact 50. 3 million tons of plastic. Coca-Cola Company is a major contributor to plastic pollution globally. They use more than 3 million tons of plastics each year, and currently, they haven't announced any plans to cut down on the use of plastic bottles. Fact 51. Minor and major criticisms. Coca-Cola has faced criticism over the years for various reasons, including concerns about the health impact of sodas, environmental issues, animal testing, employee-related problems, and questionable business practices.